Hello, everyone. This is Stay Till the Credits podcast. My name is JP.
Hi, my name is Sebastian.
Hello, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about one of the best Spider-Man villains, but not the best Spider-Man movie per
Yeah,
se in
yeah.
the Spider-Man universe.
Uh-huh.
Today we're gonna talk about Venom, the
Venom.
movie, the movie that came out in 2018. And a lot of people are not that big of a fans of this movie, but I mean, it could have done better. But I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot we have to say about this movie, but I just gotta say from the start, from my opinion, I don't think it deserves the low of a rating that it has right now. The movie starts at, well, it has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, and in my opinion, I don't think it deserves that low of a rating, but it's also not the best movie. But it's definitely a movie that we needed to talk about because it's definitely relevant at this moment.
yeah, yeah. I'm kind of I kind of don't agree with JP. I don't think it deserves that much hate, but I also don't like this movie all that much. So part of me is like it should get lower. But that's just for fun. I the first time I tried watching this movie, I couldn't finish it. Um, I got up to the part where he gets the symbiote, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. There's something about it that I didn't like this movie. I like Tom Hardy. I didn't like this movie, and then I managed to watch it recently with my girlfriend because she loves Tom Hardy, and I got to appreciate it a little more. I should have definitely waited to see Venom and Eddie interact because I think that's some of the better parts of this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. Um. I mean, what is specifically, before we talk about the plot, can you say that you didn't like for sure about this movie?
I didn't like most of the cast or like the characters because the main bad guy, I think he's whatever. Like he's just
Yeah, he's pretty much nothing.
yeah,
He's
he's
not
just
important,
he's just Elon Musk, but like
pretty
absolutely like zero characterization. Like there's like a security guard that I guess is a main character, but he doesn't do anything besides chase Venom. Jenny Slate, she plays this doctor. She's like barely in the movie. I remember seeing her in the trailer, and everybody gave her crap for saying symbiote instead of symbiote in the trailer.
Yeah, they had to dub over it and repeat it, change
Like
it
they,
because yeah, because everyone was mad about that.
yeah, the only two good characters, I guess three technically. It's like Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock. I like Michelle Williams. What's her name? Anne. I like her.
Yeah,
She's okay, and I think Venom is really good too. I
as a
think Venom.
character.
I think Venom as a character works, but I feel like he should have gotten more characterization because he gets like very little stuff, but I feel like she should have gotten a lot more. But it's still nice. I mean, it's enough characterization to make me be like, okay, Venom is cool.
All right, now Sebastian, can you tell us a little bit about the plot?
Dude, I don't even know what the hell. So at the beginning, the symbiotes are. Did they bring him or did they like latch onto the ship? They brought him, right? Because it was
I mean, they were in the capsules,
oh, okay. Because I didn't
but
remember. I'm
but that
confusing it
thing,
with like Spider-Man 3 and like all the other
yeah,
comics.
yeah, because in Spider-Man 3, it just came in a like a
Yeah,
meteor.
yeah. So J. Jonah Jameson, the 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 third or the second. No, he's the third. He's the third. So it's J. Jonah Jameson Jr.'s son. He's the astronaut on the spaceship.
Wait, it's
He's
the third one?
yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I
because the
thought it
one
was just his
no
J. Jonah Jameson's son.
no the one that works on in the Daily Bugle, Peter Parker's boss, his name is
Mhm.
J. Jonah Jameson Jr.
What? He's
Yeah,
junior? I don't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So fun
Damn.
fact
So
right there.
it's not JJJ. It's JJJJJ.
Yeah, it's four J's, and
Oh,
and and this guy, the you can even see it in the credits. It says right there, J. Jonah Jameson the third.
Oh
Um,
damn, I didn't know that one.
yeah, so for those of you that are unaware, J. Jonah Jameson's son in the comics is an astronaut. He's an astronaut in Spider-Man 2 when he shows up. In this movie, it's accurate to the comics because he's the one that pilots the spaceship that brings back the symbiotes. But in this one of the symbiotes bonds with him, and does he die? I think he dies, doesn't he?
Yes, he dies,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's only in the movie for like 30 seconds. It's not
Yeah,
even that
so
long.
so J. Jonah Jameson's kid is dead in this, um, which is pretty funny. I don't care that much about J. Jonah Jameson's kid, um, but yeah, a bunch of this spaceship shuttle whatever brings back a bunch of symbiotes, um, who work for Riz Ahmed's character, Carlton Drake. He's studying the symbiotes. He wants to create like the perfect organism. He wants to merge man with symbiote. Um, what else happens? That because that's just the beginning. One of the symbiotes escapes.
Yeah, that's I was a little confused because they're basically there's four symbiotes in the whole movie.
Yeah, there's four, but like two of them died.
Yeah, there was a yellow, a blue, black, the black which is Venom, and then that gray one. But it's the
Yeah,
gray one that escapes. But I thought it was Venom, but it's not. But it's not. It's actually
no, no.
Venom. Venom's the one in
Venom's
the capsule. Yeah,
yeah, Venom stays in the lab.
yeah. I don't know how. I mean, they don't really show, but it doesn't matter. Like how the gray one escaped, but for some reason it did, and it latched on to that Asian lady.
Yeah, it latches onto. Well, I guess it escaped and it latched on to J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, first J.
And
Jonah
when
Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson is in like the ambulance, it like latches onto somebody else.
Yeah, because I think they said everyone died except that guy Jameson,
Oh,
and
so he
then
didn't die.
no,
Oh,
like
when yeah, when the
when it landed,
yeah, when the
or
ship landed.
when it crashed.
Yeah, when it crashed. Yeah. Never
Yeah,
mind. Yeah, yeah.
it landed crash landed, and then it was on him. The symbiote. There you go.
Yeah.
The symbiote was on Jameson, so
On
that's why he was still
Jameson,
alive.
and it just hops around
Yeah,
from host to host, which I think, like, obviously, I don't know what the symbiote was thinking. I guess it didn't want to be on the spaceship, but I guess, or like, because that symbiote at the end he wants to go to Carlton so
mhm.
that he can get the spaceship. So why didn't he just stay in the capsule with all the other symbiotes? If he's the symbiote spent 6 months like taking over bodies and like flying to where Carlton and Eddie are, when the symbiote could have just stayed in the capsule and been like, okay, yeah,
I
I'll
don't know. They needed something to like
I guess they needed
to match Venom.
I guess they needed like B-roll of like they needed a B
I,
plot.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. The way it
That
was just hopping around from body to body,
I,
and
I don't know.
and
I thought that was a little bit cool because I was like, oh, cool. Now it's taking over this little girl. Now it's like,
oh yeah, it was cool because like I mean I'm gonna admit like the powers that like for that like that symbiote that it had,
yeah,
like it was pretty cool because it reminded me of like the Terminator. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
like in Terminator 2 when he has like this.
Yeah, like those that liquid metal that comes out and
Yeah,
like it forms weapons.
yeah.
It's basically I don't know if it was inspired by that, but it looked very similar.
I
But then
I
what?
I think that maybe I think Carnage and Venom, I think they were inspired by that a little bit, like the liquid metal thing. I think they
Maybe.
were, but I could be wrong. Because I know
I
I
don't
know
know.
I know Carnage uses like a lot of like weapons like that, and I think I read somewhere that it was loosely based off the Terminator, the T-1000 or whatever it's called, the T-2000. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Terminator is another movie that I've actually never seen. I just know scenes of it.
I've seen the second one. I don't think I've ever seen the first one, and
Maybe
I've
that's a movie we
seen
talk about in the future.
and I've seen one of the bad ones, but I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I just know there's like a couple, but it was kind of weird that the symbiote kind of went from that Asian lady to that older Asian lady for no reason. Like it just looked at her, and it's like, all right, no, you're
Well,
next.
I think it's because they have to eat. So the symbiote is like eating her organs, and I guess after a certain point, it's like you don't have anything.
I
Excuse
guess.
me, anything left for me to eat.
Oh,
That's
the
what
whole.
because I think that's what was happening to the other symbiotes and their hosts. Like they were just killing the host and they were dying because
I just think because they weren't a match. They didn't really
that
explain it
too,
that well.
that too. But I wonder why Riot didn't die. I guess because he's like the boss. He didn't die that much.
Yeah, he's like a leader. Venom says it.
Yeah, he says he's a team leader. Um,
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. If it was any other symbiote that had escaped, like the first person they bonded with, they would have died,
probably.
and there would have been no movie.
Probably. Um, and then they finally we see like Tom Hardy. Obviously, he's working for I don't even remember the name. I don't.
I don't remember the name of that thing.
Yeah, but he's working in news, and we see that
He's a reporter.
yeah he's a really famous reporter. He because people know his name, and then he's gone to a lot of different places. They show a little what's it called, a collage, not a collage, a
A
compilation. There you
montage.
go. Yeah, you go. A montage of him going around all the different parts of the world and everything.
Yeah.
And they want him to talk about no, well, they wanted to talk about Carlton Drake's foundation, but he does. But Tom Hardy's character Eddie Brock does not like Carlton. Uh,
Yeah. So Eddie Brock is assigned to talk about the Life Foundation and more specifically their spaceships or their space shuttles. But
yeah,
Eddie Brock is like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'd rather talk about like the allegations, and crap like that. That there's rumors that this Life Foundation is really the dead foundation or the death foundation because
yeah,
employees are dying, people are going missing, stuff like that. And so Eddie Brock does that. He steals information from his fiancee Anne, played by Michelle Williams, and things go wrong. So Eddie gets kicked out of the interview after like bringing that up, and they basically like blacklist him from like reporting. So he's I don't think
yeah.
he's not reporting. His fiance leaves him. He's like depressed. He lives in a crappy apartment. And
Yeah,
yeah.
he's trying to find random jobs, just anything.
Hmm.
I mean, do you think he did the right thing? Looking through his fiance's computer and finding, because she's a lawyer,
Uh,
finding all the information about Carlton Drake.
I don't know. Because I think he did do the right thing in like calling Colton Drake out on his bullshit. But I don't think he should have looked through Anne's computer and like gotten her fired also in the process.
Yeah, probably not. Because I watched it with my girlfriend too, yesterday, and she told me if you ever did that to me, like if you got me fired, like that's it, dude. She's right for like breaking up with,
Yeah.
because like you're basically ruining their life. I mean, she was a lawyer, so a lawyer is kind of a hard job to get. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was, yeah, like it was good that Eddie Brock did that, but
Hmm. He
he
could have done
probably shouldn't
it.
have done it that way, not that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, he could have done it like a different way. He could have gotten a different source. That's why he gets fired. Also, like the
Yeah, they both
guy.
get fired.
No, but the boss is like, "Where's your source, Eddie?" He's
Oh
asking
yeah,
him like where the source is, and Eddie doesn't really have a source. He's just going off like the the cases against
yeah.
Carlton Drake, which aren't I guess haven't been fought yet. Like they haven't been proven to be guilty or not guilty or whatever the verdict was.
Yeah, it's just they didn't like those can well, first of all, those cases it said confidential
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
thing.
So
So they
they
weren't
haven't gotten
public.
on trial. Yeah, they haven't.
Yeah,
It
so
was all like speculation and
if Eddie said
whatever else.
anything that he got it from his fiance, obviously that would have been even worse.
Yeah.
But okay, so I wanted to ask you, do you know anything really about like symbiotes, like in general?
Yeah. So let me get nerdy. They're aliens from the planet Clintar. Okay. That's how I know. Usually, um, they bond with people to become like better warriors. That's the lore that I know from reading some of the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. Is that they're trying to they bond with people that would make them the best warriors. So Venom bonded with Peter Parker, bonded with Eddie Brock, and then eventually bonded with Flash Thompson, and they became Agent Venom. And for Venom, at least during that run, they were like the perfect match. So to become like the best warrior that that the planet something would allow. But I think they changed the lore recently. Now there's like a symbiote god, and what's his name? His name is like Null something. I don't know. It's weird. Symbiotes are weird. I liked it. I liked them before they got all weird and like they had a bunch of lore to them. But that's just my opinion. I was never really into Venom that much until recently that I started reading some more of his stuff.
Yeah, after the movie came out, I bought a couple Venom comics, and I mean they're pretty fun in the comics, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I wonder what the, I mean, what would you have changed about this movie for at
Um.
first?
I don't know. I feel like it's weird to start a Venom movie without Spider-Man, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's
Like,
Venom is so connected to Spider-Man,
yeah,
that yeah, I get what you mean.
at least in the beginning, like maybe later they can retcon it so that Venom had met Spider-Man before some way. Like maybe this movie doesn't really take place like when it came out. It takes place later after some time. They can obviously retcon stuff like that. But I think if I wanted to make a Venom movie, I would have to have like some little hints that Spider-Man and Venom like knew each other or something like that.
Yeah, so I
But there's
mean,
there's tons of Venom stories that work without Spider-Man, but it's kind of like
of course, but it's what people know.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like Venom he's like during that storyline that they're adapting this comic from, he is like an anti-hero, but I think it's like he should be bad at his job. Like from what I read in from that comic, like he will try to save a cat, but he would like destroy the whole city doing it. You know what I mean? Like and stuff like that. Like
I mean, would you consider Venom an anti-hero?
yeah, I mean yeah, he eats people, so I'm like that's an anti.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, I don't know. They should connect them in some way with Spider-Man, but it's also because I mean, it's also one big part of the movie is because of the whole deal with like Disney
Yeah, I
and
know. I
Sony and
know it's all
everything.
the rights and like licensing issues that they have.
Yeah,
Like
because
I know they couldn't make the movie that they 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 probably wanted to like all the way. Like
yeah, because they have the right. Though Sony has the rights to a lot of Spider-Man
mhm,
villains, and
yeah,
obviously we know now that Disney and Sony share the rights for Spider-Man, like the character.
yeah.
But apart from that, like the villains, Sony has all control.
Like I get why Sony decided to make this movie because when you think about all of Spider-Man's villains, like how can you make a movie out of just the villain? Like
Yeah.
Venom is one of the only characters who's had like their own solo run, like in comics. Like he's had his own line of comics. I don't think most of other Spider-Man villains have had their run. Like they've had their storylines, their specific storylines, but they're weird. They weren't really like the main thing, like the star of the comic. The only other one I could see like really getting in movies, maybe like Doctor Octopus, and it'd be really sick if they made a superior Spider-Man movie. I would be all down for that.
I mean, right now they are exploring the multiverse,
Yeah.
so they
Do,
could bring in anything,
do you
honestly.
know do you know Superior Spider-Man? Do you know what it is?
I is that is that the one called Ben?
No, 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 no,
No,
no. So Superior
no.
Spider-Man,
Oh wait, that's Doctor Octopus, isn't it?
yeah, Doctor Octopus swaps his mind with Peter Parker.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
So
there's
that
a skin on that on the Spider-Man game. I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
So I would love that to be a movie. Like if Sony had to make a movie, I'd be like, dude, do that. Like
Yeah,
that's how you make a movie. Like
that's the
focusing on
thing though.
Spider-Man's
There's
vision.
so many different Spider-Man storylines that like I really doubt that they would ever
Mm.
do that. But I mean, maybe in the future, once
It would
maybe
be super cool. Like
yeah, it would be. It would be honestly. I mean, I would love to see that. Especially, I mean, Doctor Octopus is such a great villain
yeah,
on
he's
his
so good.
own. I mean, we saw that the great portrayal in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
And I mean,
and he's
I'm pretty
coming
sure,
back,
yeah, he's coming back. He was so good that he's coming back.
or at least a variant of him is coming back.
I don't
So
think it's a variant, but
well,
the
it's because in Spider-Man 2, he dies the hero. So
I know, that's the thing.
so that's why I'm like, what's going on?
I mean, that's the thing. We all don't. We're all confused. I mean, we're all
I
excited, but we're all
I
confused.
I think they're variants. I think they're just slightly variations of like what we saw before. Because they all have different costumes. Electro has different lightning. I think I
It
think they're
could be.
all a little bit different. But
Yeah, I
okay,
guess it could be.
hey Sony, here's my pitch. Get Alfred Molina again. Now that he's old, he's perfect to be a dying Doctor Octopus. Get I don't know, who would play Spider-Man? I don't think Tom Holland should play Spider-Man. I think in this universe,
Like a totally different
yeah,
universe.
either a totally different one or get Andrew Garfield back.
Andrew.
Have him redeem himself by playing a slightly different character, right? So then, boom, Alfred Molina swaps his brain with Andrew Garfield, and boom, you have a superior Spider-Man movie right there.
Wow.
Yeah,
You see, we should just make our own movie.
yeah,
Just
we're gonna make a superior Spider-Man fan film.
yeah. I mean,
We're gonna actually get Andrew Garfield. I'm gonna pay him.
I don't. I think we've mentioned this before that they are making a fan film right now of Spider-Man called Spider-Man Lotus. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the director's name. It's a fan film, like it's for and it's funded by the people, like people who wanted to see this film thrive, and they donated up to like $60,000 for the budget of this film. And I mean, I am really interested to see what they're doing. Okay, I found the name. The director is Gavin J. Konope. I don't or Konup. I don't know how to pronounce it. And his on Instagram, it's GJKC or no, GJK Central. And if you're interested, you can see that they're doing a like a for real Spider-Man fan film, and the suit looks really
Yeah,
cool.
the
I know
suit
it,
is really awesome.
and I mean, it would be cool to have those guys on in the podcast whenever. I mean, the movies, their movie's supposed to come out in next year, so by then we could have them on the podcast. But yes, I mean,
We can talk about that movie. That'd be cool.
yeah, we could.
That'd be a cool episode.
I would love to talk about their movie,
Yeah.
and I mean,
I'll,
I
I'll-
just since we're talking about the fan films, it was really cool to mention
yeah, yeah.
that it like because like all of us, I mean, especially you and I, like we love talking about movies and
Mhm.
ideas for movies, and like the fact that
We
they
love
got to do that,
Spider-Man too.
yeah, and the fact that they got to do that, like, is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And imagine it, I don't know what villain is in that movie, but imagine if they got to have like Venom, for example. But obviously, they need a way bigger budget for that. And
Well, for the special effects, yeah.
yeah, but talking about special effects, we mentioned this in Spider-Man 3,
Mhm.
but in our Spider-Man 3 episode. But I mean, you like how Venom looks in this movie, right?
I do, I do. I like the size. I like the design of like the eyes, the teeth. I like the veins, the weird like dick veins he has. I,
Dick pic.
I think it's cool, but I'm missing the spider. Like that's what I'm
Yeah,
missing.
yeah. But yeah, because I remember when we first saw the trailer, because we were with Andy, you remember it? We were at a McDonald's. I don't know if you remember. we were talking about Venom, and he said he was so excited, and also because that was the first time they showed like Venom forming, and it has like the Spider-Man eyes, but like not the spider.
Yeah,
But obviously, before him to get the spider, he has to have like the
Spider-Man.
connection
Yeah,
with Spider-Man. And I mean, I gotta ask, can you see like Tom Holland in like a symbiote suit, or like, or not, like Venom taking over Tom Holland? Like, because honestly, I can't see it.
I can't, man. Like I don't know. I feel like even if Tom Holland gets possessed by the suit, I don't think he's like mean enough to like be a menace.
It
Like
would just be another
Toby was a
bully
menace.
Maguire.
Yeah, no, but Toby was an actual bully. I don't see Tom Holland being a bully. Andrew
No, I
Garfield,
really can't.
Andrew Garfield would be a menace. Like he would kill people.
Yeah, that's the debate that I've seen a lot on Twitter
Like
recently.
who would be like a better symbiote? Spider Man.
Yeah, or not exactly that, but the fact that a lot of people are doing, whether like if Spider-Man was actually going to fight against Venom
Oh,
in
like
the
what Spider
future.
Man would you pick?
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that it should be Andrew.
I think
Be-
I think Andrew would be a very good fit for these movies. I
yeah,
think.
it's just that it's a way different tone,
Hmm.
and they're saying like, oh no, Venom would destroy, Tom Holland Spider-Man, and I don't know, maybe I agree,
I don't know.
but
Tom Holland Spider Man is pretty tough. Like
no, yeah, he's really strong.
he's fought more aliens, but
Yeah,
I think you need someone a little bit more grounded. That's why I like Andrew Garfield more. Like I feel
yeah,
like
no,
or
yeah, I agree.
who would you pick? Andrew Garfield
I
or
mean,
Tom?
the fact that I'm saying that I can't see like Tom Holland in with like the symbiote or like fighting Venom, that's why I want to see it.
Yeah, right.
Because like I want to be
You want to
impressed.
get proven wrong,
Yeah, I
basically.
want to get proven wrong,
Yeah.
because I mean, people are saying that they can't see Venom fighting Tom Spider-Man because they say that Venom is too serious or something like that. But I
I
completely disagree with
I
that. I mean, did you see the movie?
Venom is not serious at all. That whole line where he's like, "You roll like a turd in the wind"
Yeah, no.
is
I
stupid.
definitely
Like
do not see it. I mean, they also say
he
it's like too dark or anything, but it's not.
he calls Eddie Brock a pussy. Like
Yeah, no. It's
it,
it's definitely different tones,
it's
but
yeah.
I do not see what they're saying
I think
about
this
like
movie.
that.
I actually, when you're talking about tone, I think this movie suffers from not knowing what it wants to be. It either wants to
Yeah.
be funny or it wants to be like a body horror serious movie, but it doesn't do both
Yeah, I
that
definitely agree
well.
with that.
It like conflicts a little bit.
I
So
I agree with that.
I honestly, if Tom Holland was here with this Venom, I think it'd be fine. I think tonally they would make it work. Um,
Yeah. It's because they want to make Tom Holland look like, I don't know, like a little boy compared to, I mean, he is a little boy like in size because he's like way smaller than like Venom. But like
yeah.
I'm talking about like they're trying to like belittle him, and I don't know. I mean, I don't agree with that because like I said, I would like to see it happen. I just can't imagine it in my head with all like because like how we've seen like Far From Home and like Homecoming, I just can't imagine it. But I mean, I just think it would be really interesting, and especially like fighting Carnage. But I mean, I don't know how Carnage is gonna be in Venom 2.
Yeah,
I mean,
we haven't seen Venom Let There Be Carnage. We're probably gonna see that next week. Or
yeah, it comes out this week that we're
yeah,
recording this episode. So the next episode will be Venom Let There Be Carnage.
yeah. So hopefully we like it.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've heard that it's way better than the first one, and I'm glad. But I don't know. I gotta say, I don't know how I feel about Woody Harrelson.
No,
I
no.
mean,
I like Woody Harrelson because he was a serial killer in Natural Born Killers. I think he's great. I wish I mean I wish he looked younger or like whatever. But I think he's
See,
great.
that's the thing.
I think he's a
I
great
mean,
casting.
I know, like, yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Like, he could play because he does look like fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah, he plays crazy really well.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like he's just a little too old
I
to
yeah.
play like Carnage. Like, look, let me look up his age. Woody Harrelson is 60 years old
Mhm.
compared to Tom Hardy, who is 44. So that's a big difference.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think they probably should have gotten someone around the same age, maybe even younger. I don't know, than like
I
Tom Hardy.
I feel you, dude. Like I get what you're saying. I think it's
And
really good casting, but I get why like he doesn't look the part. He's too old.
yeah,
Like
and also the hair. I know the Carnage has that. I don't know. Cletus
he
Cassidy has that hair in the comics,
he has
but
that
it
really
just doesn't
curly red.
fit. It does not fit Woody Harrelson. It
It
looks so fake.
I th- I think it looks better like not curly on him because when he has the curly hair at the end of Venom in the after credit scene, it looks really bad.
It looks really, really bad. And I mean, it was also kind of cheesy that he's like, "There's gonna be carnage."
Yeah, but I guess like if you're going to see a Venom movie, you're like, oh, the bad guy's gonna be Carnage, and then it's not Carnage. It's a whatever other symbiote they introduced in the '90s. People are gonna be like, what the hell? And then so you have to have a little Carnage reference there.
I mean, oh, I mean, I asked you already about the symbiotes, but do you know like about all the variations of them, or not really?
I don't know the other like Riot, Shriek, and like all those other ones. I don't know where they came from. I think they're also Venom's kids, like Carnage. Um,
Venom's kids?
yeah, you didn't know that, or
No, I didn't know they were kids of Venom.
yeah, Carnage is Venom's offspring, and then
Oh, well, I know that one because I mean, they even show it in the trailer for the second one that
yeah, it's like
uh Cletus Cassidy bites for some reason. He bites him, which is kind of weird, but I guess he's a serial killer. Whatever. He bites Eddie Brock and gets his blood, and like the symbiote fuses with the blood or something like that.
yeah, that I don't know if it's like that in the comics. I know it does fuse with the blood, but I don't know if it's because he bites Eddie. But yeah, Carnage fuses with Cletus's blood like that. That's why he's all red and can do like different stuff than Venom can. But yeah, Venom has a lot of children. Um,
Damn.
yeah, he has. I think Shriek is one of them. Somebody else is one of they have a bunch. There's a bunch of them that came out in the '90s after Venom and Carnage went crazy. They just introduced like five more symbiotes, and then they never brought them up ever again. Or they did here and there, but like as little jokes, not really like anything main.
I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see what they do in the this new movie, but I mean, I don't know.
I,
We gotta get through the to this one first, like what happened because um
okay. So
what
did you? Riot is supposed to be one of Venom's children too,
see that doesn't make sense. I mean,
but well,
obviously they're not going
yeah,
that way in the
no,
movie.
in the movie it's different. But yeah, Venom was forced to give birth to Riot, Lasher, Phage, Agony, and Scream. Oh, okay, so not Shriek. I was
Yeah.
thinking, I was not Shriek.
I think they shown Shriek in for the Venom 2 movie.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the trailer, but I have no idea. But I wanted to ask you. We're not going kind of back and forth here, but I wanted to ask you, like, what's your opinion in general about Eddie Brock in the movie?
He's cool. Oh, in the movie, he's all right. I don't know. I feel like he should have been more angry because that's what I know Eddie Brock as, like just being angry, just being
Was
like
Eddie Brock the bully of Spider-Man, or who
no,
was he?
that was Flash.
Oh, okay. It,
Eddie
so Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock was a reporter that worked for the Daily Bugle, and then Spider Man came in and was like, I don't know exactly what happened, but Eddie Brock got fired. He got really mad, and then when the symbiote bonded with Peter, and then it unbonded with Peter, the symbiote was mad at Peter, So so since Eddie was mad at Peter, they became Venom and like wrecked house.
And do you think Tom Hardy's performance of Eddie Brock is way better than Topher Grace?
I don't know. I feel like and Tom Hardy has a lot more fun with the character. Like
Yeah, because Tom Hardy fought a lot to make this movie.
he's really crazy in this movie.
He really enjoyed playing Venom. I know
Yeah,
for that for a fact.
yeah. I know that his son is a big Venom fan, and that's what pushed him to like want to be in this movie.
I was
Also,
reading that on the way when before on the way to my house. I was trying to find like some nice fun facts to mention. I saw that about his son, that he was a big fan of Venom, and that's why he chose
yeah,
to play him. But I know for a fact that Tom Hardy has had a lot of fun playing him. I mean,
you
if
can
you
tell.
see, yeah, if you see his Instagram, like he's posted a lot of, obviously he posts a lot about Venom, but I mean, there's a lot. I think we mentioned it before. I don't know. I remember that he posted a picture. He instantly deleted it though, but it was a picture of Venom like eating Spider-Man's leg or something.
I don't think we talked about that.
We didn't? Okay. Well, yes. So a couple months ago, or I don't know if it's already been a year, but obviously it's before this movie was like the trailer was even like shown, that people really wanted to see Spider-Man, obviously. And Tom Hardy posted a picture of Venom eating Spider-Man, but you can only see like the leg hanging out of his mouth. And
Mhm.
obviously that's like a little too violent. But everyone like saw it and screenshotted it and everything. You can find it on Google if you want to see it. But yes.
Dude,
What?
okay. So since we're talking about violence, what one of the reasons I also kind of don't like this movie is I feel like it should have been a little bit more graphic.
It
I'm not
should have been
I'm
rated R.
I'm not saying I want like super gory like whatever, but I'm saying just a little bit of blood. Like
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, they didn't show any blood, I think.
the
And I
I think
mean,
like
only like when like he breaks his bone or something like that.
yeah, and like when he gets stabbed by Riot is like the only time.
Yeah, but that's it. And
Yeah.
it's not like dripping on the floor. It's like on his clothes. You get me?
Yeah, like I'm not saying it should be like Logan, but maybe it should be like Logan, you know?
I would love to see
And
a bloody Venom movie like that.
you know what
A
kind of
rated R
sucks?
movie.
I was really excited for Carnage because I was like, hell yeah, it's gonna be like rated R. It's gonna have whatever blood, carnage, you know what Carnage is usually known for, and then they were like, nah, it's PG-13. So
I hope it doesn't take away from the movie too much.
I mean, I hope
Because
not.
like honestly, I'm excited for it
The
because I
movie's
really want to see
I'm excited
what
because the movie's really short.
yeah, it's that's a thing though, because a lot of people, like when they found out the screen time
Mhm.
of Let There Be Carnage, they were upset because they immediately say like if a movie's short, it's bad. Do you agree with that?
No, no, I don't agree with that at all. You can have
Yeah, I don't
most
agree with that either.
like by that logic, then just because a movie's really long, that means it's good, right? By that logic.
I mean, that's what they're kind of trying to say. But I mean, there's
Because I
no.
mean,
I mean, can you think of a really long movie that is bad?
yes, the Star Wars prequels are super long and they're not that good. Like even don't hate me. Episode 3, I don't like it that much, and it's super long. It's crazy how long that movie is. Like the intro alone is like 40 minutes, and then you still have like 2 more hours of the movie to go.
Yeah, no. I don't agree with that whole debate, but
The
I mean, like I
the
said, I'm excited to see what they're
the
doing. It.
the Hobbit movies are also really long.
Yeah, I know those are close to 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, I mean I like Lord of the Rings, but the Hobbit movies I was like not the biggest fan.
Yeah, no, I don't agree. I definitely don't agree with that. and I just hope it like I don't know. I hope that the blood. I mean, I just hope that it doesn't take away too much. That it's PG-13, and I also hope that just because it's short, it's not bad. Like people were saying, because
Yeah.
I wanted to. I want the movie to be proven wrong. Like, I want the movie to succeed because I'm excited and I want to see Carnage. And did you ever see the Spider-Man 4 trailer that fan made
The
one?
fake one, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember thinking it was real when I saw it. And I was
me
like, oh,
too.
oh, it's Carnage. I was like
They're
so
showing
into it.
Carnage. Yeah, and oh, God, I think no, I think for sure we talked about that when we talked about the Sam Raimi trilogy. That they showed Carnage and then they showed like something about oh your parents are alive and then Peter's like no no my parents are dead or something like that.
Dude, I don't remember. I just remember
I
the
remember
shot.
that.
I just remember the shot of like Venom like in the sky. And there's like fire or something. No, I mean Carnage. But it was just like Venom painted red.
Yeah, it was just with a filter,
Okay,
but I was so dumb for believing that.
so for people that are saying short movies are not good, The Princess Bride is an hour and 38 minutes, and that movie's really good. I'm not just saying that because my girlfriend really likes it. It's actually a really good movie.
He's
So
gonna be
fuck
happy you
you.
mentioned it. Damn, bro, chill.
Yeah, I'm just saying you gotta a movie's runtime isn't indicative of how good or bad it is. You know,
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, um,
dude, I'm
I
gonna watch
wanted
that instead of Venom.
yeah, you should probably watch that instead of Venom. Now, I wanted to we're not going in order. Like this is
Venom.
this is just random stuff that comes up and I remember that we have to talk about that
A movie.
some I think this would be a better maybe I don't know. But
Venom.
Pedro Pascal and Matt Smith were both considered to play Carlton Drake. And I
Ooh.
mean, did you like Riz Ahmed as Carlton Drake?
I, I like Riz Ahmed, but I don't know. I think it's just the way
I
that
liked him in Rogue One.
I liked him in Rogue One. I like him in what is it, The Sound of Metal? I think that's the Amazon movie.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that was the most recent one.
I liked him in those. In this one, I think he's trying, but I think the character isn't written well enough to be.
I don't think it works. I don't think
No, I
him as a villain works.
I feel like Pedro Pascal would try to make it more fun. Like I saw him in this movie called Bloodsucking Bastards, and he plays a vampire, and he's like the
Pedro
CEO.
Pascal as a vampire?
Yeah, he plays a vampire. It's this like crappy B movie. I think it's one of his first roles. Um, he plays like a CEO, but he's like he's like fun. He's like a fun CEO. He's like charming. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I feel like they could have done that with him, like with Carlton Drake, try to make him charming, like making him cool rather than just like a villain, generic bad guy, CEO, evil company, whatever. Um,
Yeah, it definitely didn't work.
mm,
And I mean, I didn't know who Matt Smith was. Was Matt Smith is the one from Doctor Who?
yeah, he plays the 11th Doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Doctor Who fan, so sorry about that.
Yeah, me neither. My girlfriend really likes Doctor Who, but she stopped watching during the Matt Smith Doctor Who. I think I'm not sure.
So Doctor, I
We
mean Matt Smith hate right here.
it's because we both like David Tennant, and
Yeah, David Tennant's a great actor,
yeah, he's
but I
really
never
good.
saw Doctor Who, so I can't speak on that. And something that people were kind of upset about at first in the Venom movie. I mean, a lot of people are upset anyways, but something small that they were upset with was that Tom Hardy jumped into that little pool of lobsters.
Oh, I saw that was improv.
Yeah, it is improv actually.
That's
But a lot of
that's
people
crazy.
mentioned, well, some people were upset that like I don't know, like he was harming the lobsters. But they came out and said that the lobsters were actually fake.
Well, I read that when he jumps in, they were real, but when he bites and eats one, it was a fake lobster.
Yeah, it was like something with
Well,
chocolate
It was
I don't know.
it was marshmallow and then like chocolate syrup, and it had like
Yeah,
a chocolate shell,
yeah, something like that.
which I
Uh,
mean that sounds pretty good.
but for the pool, the little, I
I
mean,
would eat that lobster.
the little tank, they're actually plastic. They're not real. They
Oh
they they probably were real for some shots, but they were plastic when he jumped in.
yeah,
And it's actually kind of cool that Tom Hardy got to improvise for that. I mean the movie's not awesome, but
I
but
saw
it's
that
awesome that he had fun with it.
he improvised for like a lot of different stuff, like a lot of scenes. Dude,
Yeah,
you know what? He probably improvised for the chicken. He probably for the chicken that he eats out the trash. He probably improvised for that too.
now I know this is also like a completely different topic, but Morbius is gonna come out in 2022. I don't have high expectations for Morbius, honestly,
I don't. I, I
but
I don't know enough. I don't know enough about Morbius
I don't either.
to want to
But
watch a movie about Morbius.
but do you think that Venom and Morbius will connect?
Um, I don't know. It'd be really cool if Morbius showed up in the Blade movie. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be cool too, but it's not MCU.
And then I hope that would lead to like a Midnight Suns movie, because that's something I really want to see.
Midnight Suns was be a really cool movie. I didn't know much about it, but they
They
released a trailer for a game about
for
it,
the game, yeah. It's a
and
little
then
the
that's
game's a
when
little different. They have a different
yeah, yeah,
roster.
it's
Um,
different. I know that, but I know it comes to like Doctor. I know Doctor Strange is a member of
yeah,
that.
Doctor Strange. I think Doctor Strange was the leader, or it was Blade. Either Blade or Doctor Strange was the leader, and they have a bunch of other supernatural or like
Yeah,
magic
I remember something like that.
superheroes. It's
Yeah, I'm
really cool
not.
though. I would love to see a movie or a TV show even about that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, and
Sorry, we're going way off topic, guys.
it's all right. No, but I was talking about Morbius because I know that Sony still wants to do a Sinister Six movie for some reason, but not connected to the MCU. I know, well, it's kind of been teased already that the Sinister Six are going to come out in Spider-Man No Way Home, but they still want to do a Sinister Six movie. So maybe it's different members. I'm not totally
I
sure,
think
but
Sony's stupid.
yeah, Sony has not to make the best decisions. But yeah, I mean, they have Venom, Morbius, and they are making a Craven the Hunter movie with Aaron Taylor Johnson, which I don't know why they're doing that. And
That's
but I
that's one of the weirdest like Sinister Six lineups.
it is.
In my like
I mean, I don't know if they'll do it. I hope not, honestly, because it doesn't sound good.
no, I would want I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see what they can do. Like I want to see what other characters
I don't,
they can think of. They're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna make a Silver Sable movie. Like who cares about Silver Sable, dude? Like a Black
yeah.
Cat movie, sure, maybe you can write an interesting story with Black Cat, but like Silver Sable as like the main character. Imagine a
Just like
dude. Imagine a Shocker movie. A Shocker movie. He's just
no,
like
that would be the lamest thing. He just punches everything. That's
no,
it.
dude. No, but see, like you can make something cool out of like lame supervillains. Like think about like the Suicide Squad. You know, like
But they have cool members.
yeah, but when you think about like stuff like Calendar Man, Polka Dot Man, Kite Man, you know what I mean?
I get it. I get it.
Like they can do that. They can do like lame superheroes like the Shocker, and then like do something cool with them. Maybe, hopefully, if they had like the right writing.
I don't know, dude. I mean, like I said, I don't know what to expect for the Morbius movie. I want to see it just what they came up with because
Yeah.
obviously it's a freaking werewolf.
No, he's a
But
vampire.
what? He's a oh my god, I'm confusing it. I'm so stupid. Anyways,
He's
no,
the
I
you know why he's the living vampire? You know why they call him that?
why?
Because in the comics, when he was like around the time that he was made, you couldn't have people be undead or dead. So they made him the living vampire. And it's kind of like Peter Parker that he was like bitten by a bat, but like radio. It was like a radioactive one or something like that, something stupid like that. But that's why he's the living vampire, because you can't have undead people in comics at that time.
I don't. I don't like the idea.
I'm providing the fun fact here because I, I, I don't know when we're gonna cover Morbius, and I don't want to.
I mean, it comes out next year, so we have a lot of time.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
cover a cooler vampire movie when Morbius comes out.
Please, I don't want to cover
Oh,
that right
Twilight.
now.
We should cover Twilight.
See, honestly, I think we would have a lot of fun talking about Twilight. It might not be the best movie, but I think it's fun to talk about.
I think my brain would melt.
I mean, we already made fun of Twilight when we were talking about Jurassic Park, dude.
That's true.
So now, okay, back to Venom.
Hello.
I another little fun fact here. The director Ruben Fleischer, has always wanted to direct a superhero movie since seeing Tim Burton's Batman, which he just talked about a couple weeks ago, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, watch that video. I said video. I mean video.
Watch that episode. It's a fun episode. And
what else did this guy direct?
I don't know, but he was hired and he produced Your Next, and also the We Are the Millers. And We're the Millers is a fun movie.
Oh, he
but
directed.
It's completely different from that.
He directed Zombieland.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, maybe that's what he considered Woody Harrelson. I don't know. Now,
he also directed the second Zombieland.
That's it. I actually never saw it.
He's directing Uncharted.
What? Oh, that's another Sony movie. Yeah.
Man, I like Tom Holland, but
it's been too much Tom Holland recently.
Yeah, it's like I have the same problem with Tom Holland that I have with Chris Pratt, is that I like him at first, and then they're in everything. They're in everything I see, and I'm like, come on.
Especially with the news recently about Chris Pratt.
Dude, don't even get me started.
We're talking about Venom, but now we're gonna talk about Super Mario.
No. Let's talk about Venom.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we're recording this after the day or 2 days after they announced
the
that
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, the Nintendo Direct with Chris Pratt as Super Mario, and then Jack Black as Bowser and Donkey Kong it's actually a cool casting.
Everything I like everything except Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Like, since we're talking about it already, it's Ann Taylor. I forgot her.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy. She's playing Princess Peach.
She looks like Princess Peach.
Yeah, Keegan Michael Key. Is that his name? He's honestly, that's a great casting. I can see him like screaming like Toad. And then
dude, they should have gotten Jordan Peele also. Like
they should have gotten Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito should have been Mario. Charlie Day's Luigi. It would have worked so well.
Yeah, Charlie Day Luigi as Luigi is awesome. I love Charlie Day.
That's great. I love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that's probably the best casting from there.
Oh, I know. I think Jack Black is.
No, he's a great casting, but I just think that Charlie Day as Luigi is perfect.
When I saw Chris Pratt, I was so disappointed. I was like, oh my god. I felt like I got hit by a bus. And and then they announced Anya Taylor-Joy. I was like, what? Like another buzz, because I didn't expect that. And then Charlie.
I mean, she in the picture that they used, she looks like Princess Peach.
Yeah, and then Charlie Day as Luigi. I was like, oh my god, the paramedics have arrived. I'm no longer bleeding out.
It's Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Dude, he's gonna be like, hey Mario, you want some bananas?
The bananas are fucking laced.
It's like a bong. It's like
banana bong.
That's it. He wrote, dude, like it's a banana, right? He peels it. It's a joint. It's a blunt, whatever.
I don't know. I mean, we definitely need to talk about that movie when it comes out, but it comes out a year from now.
2022. Yeah, December 2020. 2.
Yeah, so that's a long time from now, but I definitely am
I want
excited to see
to.
what they do, but
Yeah.
not for Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's gonna be like, so long, gay Bowser to Jack Black, and it's gonna be derogatory, not funny. It's gonna be derogatory.
I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but holy crap!
I can't
It's
I can't wait to see the trailer. I think it's gonna be so bad, dude.
yeah, definitely. I mean, and even like Chris Pratt, he did like a little tease, not a tease, but he just said like, "Oh, it's a me, Mario," and he's like, "That's not the voice. We've been working on it," and I just don't know how better it could be.
I don't. I mean, I get what like this. I don't want to talk about this
It's a great that we're talking about. We went from talking about Venom to Mario, dude.
because I'm gonna rant about this so much. Like if I keep going. So Venom.
Look, we're 55 minutes in. We just talk a little bit more about Venom and then we're done.
So
Now,
so
one thing I
Venom.
really didn't like about this movie, I'm gonna say, because the one thing I really didn't like about this movie is Riot, because Riot, you can
Riot.
barely tell the difference in like the screen. They look so similar and it's bad. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
the scene where they fight at the end and they're like they merged into one. I was so confused.
Yeah, I lost track of who's who.
I
They tried to make it like make him different by adding red veins,
Mhm,
and I'm like, you can barely see them.
mhm,
Like the design of Venom is awesome, top tier. I loved it. But
mhm.
Riot, it's the same thing, just little lighter, gray.
And
Not good. I don't
yeah,
like that.
Riot sucks. His eyes are different and he has like a
They're
different
like
mouth.
they're like skinnier and longer.
Yeah, and his mouth is like always like that, like always. I don't know. He looks like he's smiling. Like
That's
I
how
don't know.
Venom is too.
No, but his is like pointier. Like it's like I don't know.
Oh,
He looks like a little bitch. I don't like him. Um,
right. Looks like a little bitch.
yeah, I would kick Riot's ass.
Really.
Yeah, dude. All you need to do is yell really loud and have a lighter on you, and that's it. Pussy.
Now, what did you think of female Venom?
Ooh, oh, dude, she's hot. I'm being honest. I wish
The
that was
kink.
me.
That was you wish that
Sh-
female Venom kissed you.
Yeah, dude. Like me and my girlfriend saw that.
That's hot.
We were like, yo, that's hot. I don't know. I don't know what she was more into. I don't know if she was more into Tom Hardy or She Venom. But
Venom, dude.
dude,
What
who was I more into?
do you mean?
Who was I more into?
Is she Venom or Tom Hardy?
Nah, it was She Venom.
I mean, Tom Hardy looking kind of fine, you
Yo,
know.
Tom Hardy can eat me like a lobster. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. I would let Venom. I would let Venom and Tom Hardy eat me.
Venom can eat me like that fried chicken that was in the trash.
He's gonna eat you and then just leave you looking like a turd in the
Yo,
wind.
he can have She Venom can no wait. Venom can give me some brain. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, dude.
Hmm?
You see what I have to work with?
I like monsters. What can I say? Okay,
You're
GP.
nasty.
Top 10 movie monsters that you want to bone. Go. Number 1, She Venom. Number 2, Venom. Number 3, the Alien.
Yes, dude, the alien. I can't think of another one.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this bit.
No, dude. I mean, I kind of would be carried by Michael Myers.
Dude, that guy's like 65 years old. I
Dude,
want
so
old raggedy balls.
yeah, but for those who don't know, we're gonna talk about Halloween soon.
Yeah,
Since
we're gonna talk
we're
about Halloween. We're talking about like two Halloween movies.
yeah, we're gonna talk about Halloween after we talk about Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Yes, sir.
We're announcing it since already we're an hour in, so we have to finish talking about it. Talking about Venom.
Um, um, uh,
Now,
Venom is a movie.
yes, Venom is a movie. Now, before we go, I want to mention that there was a rumor that Tom Holland was going to be in this movie as a cameo, and I think it would have been cool, but I guess they couldn't do it because of all the rights.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
now there's a rumor that the post-credit scene of a spoiler alert, if you want to skip over this for like the next 30 seconds, that there's a spoiler, I mean a rumor that Tom Holland Spider-Man or just Tom Holland is going to be in the post-credit scene of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And honestly, that's the main reason I want to go see the movie. I want to go see if it's true. Like, of course, I want the movie to be good, but I need to see if like they're gonna connect it with Spider-Man, like because like there's so many rumors about it. I just need to see.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to see if they connect it? Like, if they connect the second Venom movie to Spider-Man, what would you want to see in the third Venom movie?
I mean, if it's gonna be, I mean, I think they already said it's gonna be a trilogy. They need to bring a Spider-Man.
They need to
There's I mean, Carnage is probably the biggest villain to Venom.
yeah.
Like, how bigger can you go from
Dude,
that?
you know it'd be sick. You know it'd be sick if
What?
in the third like Venom movie, it's Venom and Spider-Man, but they're doing the maximum Carnage storyline. So Spider-Man and Venom have to team up. That'd be sick.
Yeah. So like Carnage doesn't die. I mean, I think it could make sense because like
Mhm.
maybe, but then at the end of the day, if it's just like the movie is just them fighting, but he doesn't die, it's kind of pointless. You
Yeah,
get me?
yeah. Well, who knows? Because you know,
But he could return. I could see him return.
I could see him returning, or I could see maybe Toxin, like
Maybe. But it's
them
just like
replacing Carnage with Toxin.
yeah,
And
it's just my point that like Carnage is just such a big villain. Like, how do you get bigger than that? You have to bring in Spider-Man. There's like literally no other way you can go. Like
or
even if
yeah.
it's like you have to like not for the whole movie because obviously it's a Venom movie, but you have to connect it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I there's like a current Venom storyline that they could maybe adapt into a movie, but I think it'd be way too crazy. Like it's like a bunch of symbiote lore. Eddie Brock has a kid. There's like symbiote gods and crap like that. I think
Yeah,
that'd be too much. I don't know, because if they did Carnage already, then
I don't know, but
there's
like
only
I
so
said a lot
many
of times,
symbiotes you can do.
yeah, but like I said a lot of times, I'm excited to see what they do. We need to finish the episode. Last thing I'm
Um,
gonna mention, I mean, I said it in the beginning of the episode that this movie is a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think it deserves that much that low of a rating because I kind of enjoyed it at some points. So I'm gonna rate it a 5 out of 10 turds in the wind.
I will rate it four four crusty lobsters out of 10.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it because it was fun at times, but
Yeah,
whatever.
like we didn't really talk about the stuff we liked, but for me, the stuff I liked is Venom and Eddie interacting, and
Yeah,
it,
yeah, I
it
completely
they
agree.
have like a fever dream type like old married couple vibes to it. I think that's really funny. That's my main takeaway from this movie. That's what I like.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, the interactions with Venom and Tom Hardy or like Eddie Brock is probably the best in the movie, the best part of the
The
movie.
like one of the only scenes that made me laugh in this movie was when Venom tells Eddie to jump,
Yeah,
and then Eddie takes the elevator and Venom's like pussy.
yeah, it's yeah, it Venom is it can be fun. I'm not gonna say it's not.
Mhm.
I mean, if you would like this movie, good for
Yeah,
you.
good for you, man.
Yeah, like I'm not like I can see how this movie can be fun for someone. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. If you did, if you didn't, you're on the same boat as us.
Yeah.
But anyways, that has been the episode for Venom. We hope you
Venom.
enjoyed with Venom. We hope you enjoyed. It was fun to talk about it. I guess we need a we'll be having a lot. We'll be having a lot more discussion about this later in the next episode.
Yeah, if you're disappointed that we didn't talk about Venom enough in this movie, next episode, be more disappointed.
We'll be drifting off into another topic.
Yeah, we're
like we
probably
did
talking
about
about
Super Mario.
yeah, Super Mario.
But anyways, yes, we hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We say this in every episode, but we are on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. I mean Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube. We're on Google Podcasts. You go to our link and you'll see anywhere you can go listen to our podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We also have a TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to follow us for updates, for our pictures of our podcast, anything, all the drawings for our thumbnails, you can see them in there that Sebastian draws. And you should go appreciate them more because his art is amazing.
Yeah, it's only gonna get better, baby.
Hell yes. He already has the thumbnail ready for the Carnage episode, and it looks awesome. Movie might not be awesome, but the thumbnail.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching this episode or listening to it. Yeah. And listen to everything else. Listen to our previous stuff. Listen to the new stuff we're gonna drop. It's gonna be really fun episodes.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate all the support.
Bye.